Health matters. That's the important message, getting some extra attention after a recent rise in suicides among college athletes.
Hi, I'm Juliana Leo, a sophomore at Princess Anne High School, and for my personal project, I interviewed roughly 10 students, both male and female, from a variety of sports. They were all freshmen to seniors, and I did this to see their perspectives on mental health. First, some background information. I played field hockey and volleyball for PA while also playing club volleyball. Last year, during my freshman year, I even made the principal's list for both semesters, while also being an IB. Needless to say, I've struggled greatly with my mental health over the years. I felt like I was alone for the most part and didn't want to talk to anyone about it. I feared I was the only one going through it, and this only made it worse. Last year, it got really bad and I faced burnout. And this was the second time it's happened, so it was nothing new, but it was still not desirable. And finally, from this, I realized I needed help, but it was only after I was rarely getting any sleep, overworking myself, and I had so much anxiety I feared even going to school on a daily basis. I eventually started therapy, and though I still struggle with it, it's not as bad as it was this time last year. Because of this, I wanted to interview other student athletes at PA for their perspectives and experiences with mental health. I also wanted to provide a way to help those who are struggling and realize they are not alone. I'm Julie, and today I'm interviewing Jack. Okay, Jack, what grade are you in and what sport or sports do you play?
Ninth grade in soccer.
Okay, do you ever find yourself comparing you to others?
Yes, comparing myself to others is really good because it brings new perspectives of life that people thinking.
Okay, and do you think comparing yourself to others helps you perform better in your sport?
It does because if some people have played better in some perspectives, it will make me try and replicate the style of playing.
Thank you. Julie, and today I'm interviewing
Alyssa.
Okay, Alyssa, what grade are you in and what sport do you play?
I'm a freshman at Princess Anne High School and I play volleyball. And I'm a cheerleader.
Okay. Now, is there anyone you feel like you can talk to about your mental health?
Yes. I feel like I can talk to my fellow volleyball freshies. Mia Sproul and Jordan Valentine. Love them to death.
Okay, and what about any family members?
My sister, who is older than me, and she's great because she also played volleyball in high school at Cape Ann.
Thank you. My hero today.
I'm Micah.
What grade are you and what sport do you play?
I'm a sophomore and I play basketball.
Okay, I have a question. Do teachers or coaches affect your mental health?
I would say both teachers and coaches affect my mental health. Teachers definitely affect my mental health when they assign a lot of homework. And that's definitely a lot of pressure because I want to get good grades. And coaches also affect my mental health because a lot of the times they make us work really hard and it's really time consuming going to all the practices too, so balancing that with work is very time consuming.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Julie.
Okay, Julie, what grade are you in and what sport do you play?
I'm a sophomore and I play volleyball.
Okay. Why do you think student athletes are at a higher risk for mental health issues?
I think it's because they're trying to juggle a lot of things, like their sport, school, and socially, their friends and family.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name, grade, and what sport do you play?
My name's Xavier. I'm a sophomore and I play baseball.
Okay. Have you ever experienced an injury in baseball?
Yes, last spring I broke my elbow playing baseball.
How has that affected you as a student and athlete?
It helped me as a student because I became more open-minded with the fact that I couldn't play baseball. I was able to focus more on my academics and my schoolwork.
And how did that help you as an athlete?
For the first week, I was sad, but after that, I was really motivated to get back playing on the field and get back to getting better than I was before.
Thank you.
Today, my name's Lydia. Hi, Lydia. What grade are you, and what sport do you play? I'm a sophomore, and I play volleyball.
Okay. How has your mental health affected you as a student athlete?
Well, I used to play travel, which I actually quit because I kind of thought travel and doing like so much stuff combined with school kind of affected my mental health too much. So now I'm playing not as much volleyball, but I think it's really helped.
What did you experience when you say you faced lots of mental health issues?
Well, it's just like you're always overwhelmed and you feel like you have so much stuff to do, and especially like now that I'm in like in IB and like higher levels of school, like it's definitely, I feel like I'm very glad that I didn't continue playing a lot of sports because it helped me balance stuff and I feel a lot less stressed now.
Hi, what's your name? Kishan. Okay, Kishan, what grade are you in, and what sport do you play?
I'm a sophomore and I play soccer.
Okay. Do you ever find yourself compared to others or compare yourself to others?
Yes, I do, because there's like multiple people my age all around the world who are having more success than me at my sport. But I try not to let it affect me too much because at the end of the day, everyone has different paths and journeys, and I think it's important.
I'm interviewing
Tansy Moore.
Okay, Tansy, what grade are you in and what sport do you play?
I am a sophomore and I play soccer.
Okay, have you ever experienced an injury?
Yes.
How has that affected you in school and in soccer?
Well, I had to get surgery, so I missed a lot of school last year for both recovery and physical therapies and other doctor's appointments. So that definitely didn't help my academic career. And in soccer, I've had to sit out about a year and a month now.
Okay, you said it affected your academics in school, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by that?
I mean that since I missed a lot of class, a lot of my energy had to be focused on catching up, and it was really hard because we're in an IB program, so everything moves really fast. And since I missed probably about a month total of school, I had a lot of catching up to do, and it did not. I was very stressed about it.
Do you think if you weren't in the IB program, it would be different?
Probably. I still would have had to play a lot of catch up, but I wouldn't have missed as much since it wouldn't have moved as fast.
Has your mental health improved since coming back from your injury?
It has, as I've gotten to do more things. I'm still sitting out, so I'm still a little bit kind of restless, wanting to do more things, but yeah, I'd say it's gotten better as I've been able to be more active.
Okay, well thank you for your experience. Hi, what's your name?
Mara Graves.
Okay, Mara, what grade are you in and what sport or sports do you play?
10th, basketball, softball, and field hockey.
Okay, and how has your mental health been affected through playing sports as a student athlete?
The only way I say it's been affected is that like sometimes I'll get nervous before games, and so I don't really like talk before games, and I guess that kind of like affects like my communication as a student athlete towards like the team, and how like communicative I am. And then like sometimes I get like so nervous where I just like yeah.
Don't feel good?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing. And today I'm interviewing Abby Sabatino. Okay, Abby, what grade are you in and what sport or sports do you play?
I'm a sophomore and I run cross country and play basketball.
Okay. Have you ever experienced off days?
All the time, yes.
What does that mean to you?
Well, it depends on the sport. In cross country, it's usually I'm running slower than my normal pace. Like in certain races, I feel like I've definitely had an off race where I think I could have done way much better. And in basketball, it's just my shot's not going in. I keep messing up a certain thing, and I just can't get. I just get into my head and can't fix it myself.
How do you think they affect you? Or are there any ways you feel like you can change your mindset?
Well, I think off days mostly affects my mindset. It can definitely change or decrease your confidence in how you're going and how you're playing and stuff. But I think it's a personal thing. I think what I need to do is fix my mindset about it, because it may not happen to most people, but I need to have more of a mindset like, okay, I know I can fix this because it's a personal thing. I just gotta get on my own.
Thank you. Today I'm interviewing Anna. Okay, Anna, what grade are you in, and what sport or sports do you play?
I'm in 10th grade. I run cross country. I play basketball and soccer.
Okay. Now, what is the first thing you think of when you hear the word student athlete?
A student athlete is someone who balances school life with their athletic life and knows how to play sports and do schoolwork at the same time.
Okay, now what is the first thing you think of when you hear the word mental health?
Mental health is your well-being and how you take care of yourself in your life.
Do you think, what do you think of student athletes and mental health? Like, do you think they have it harder or easier, or what is your perspective on that?
Student athletes definitely struggle with mental health because they have so many stresses in their life, and they need to be able to find that balance and things that work for them to help with their mental health.
Thank you for sharing. Here today.
Merrill.
Okay, Meryl, what grade are you in and what sport do you play?
I'm a sophomore and I play baseball.
Okay. Do you ever worry about falling behind or not doing your best in baseball?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a consideration, because even in sports, you also want to keep up your academics, but sometimes sports can get in the way of that. And so also, I do music and all that, so yeah, I'd say so.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Jessica, what grade are you in and what sport?
I'm in 11th grade. I do pole ball team, but it's kind of basketball.
And what is the first thing you think of when you hear the words mental health?
I think that mental health issues.
And what specific issues do you have?
Depression.
Have you ever experienced And are you in any academic programs at school?
What that children? Yeah.
And has that affected your mental health?
Yeah. It makes me depressed and anxious. Sometimes I have a lot of motivation, not all the time.
Today I'm interviewing
Brooke Cunningham.
Okay, what grade are you in and what sport do you play?
I'm a senior and I play volleyball.
Okay, how has mental health affected you as a student athlete?
As a student athlete, it's really hard to manage both your sport as well as your academics, and I've really struggled with sleep deprivation in the past because I've been up really late studying because I had to practice till 8 o'clock at night, don't get home till 9. So it's been really tough to find the balance between managing my academics as well as trying to be a good volleyball player as well. And so I think in that respect, it takes a lot out of you to be a student athlete, and it takes a lot of it's a lot of weight on your mind, and it really can affect your mental health if you let it, because if you procrastinate, if you don't know how to balance your time, then you could really fall into a depressive state. So I feel you have to make sure that you have that balance, and you have to push even when you don't want to. When it's midnight and I still have homework I have to do, I have to get it done because I need to find the balance between being a star volleyball player but also getting straight A's in my classes or doing the best I can in my classes.
And as a senior and playing in college, do you think the same will follow?
I think it will follow, and it will be times 10, because it's just going to be a lot different than what I'm used to, and the classes are going to be harder, and I feel I'm going to be expected to do more, and I need to find a different kind of balance than what I've had to use in high school.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, now what do you think is a way to better help and support student athletes?
I think coaches need to be more communicative with their athletes and make sure that they're understanding not only the physical difficulties that they're going through their sport, but also like the mental ones as well with their school. So they need to understand, like coaches need to designate times within practices to like have those talks with their athletes, make sure that they're okay mentally, make sure that like school is like they're staying on top of their schoolwork, but also maintaining their mental health as well as with their sport. And I just think that the athletic community as a whole needs to prioritize mental health more, and they need to not consider it as something negative, but something that can be improved and something that is like you shouldn't be ashamed of. It's something that everyone goes through and it should be a priority.
So following this, do you think coaches play a role on student athletes' mental health?
Definitely. I think that if you have a coach that thinks you need to put 1,000% into your sport and prioritize only your sport, that can be a lot on a student athlete, because they think that they have to go to every single practice, that they need to, give their 1,000% for every single game, and they are only thinking about that sport, and that could make someone get a lot of anxiety because they have a lot of other stuff that they're dealing with, such as their schoolwork and also like family issues, or like still trying to maintain a social life. So I think if you have a coach that's putting too much on you, it can really put a damper on your mental health.
Thank you, those are great responses.
Thanks.
After an immense amount of research, I compiled a list of ways to help high school student athletes cope with these issues, and one similar to it. The first one is being to ask for help. Admitting you need help is the biggest challenge alone, and is not a sign of weakness. Secondly, living a healthy lifestyle is extremely crucial for good mental health. Getting the sleep you need, sticking to a routine, having nutrition, and getting exercise as teens are vital for your everyday health and making sure your brain develops correctly. Next, setting positive affirmations or gratitude journaling, just having something positive that you are looking forward to saying or reflecting upon every day will eventually help you be more positive and have a positive mindset, which is so helpful when you are struggling with your mental health and filled with negative thoughts. The fourth one is to surround yourself with positive people and relationships. Similar to the last one, when you are around others who want you to improve and feel better about yourself and be better mentally, it helps you so much improve through your struggles, and it really will help pull you out from your situation. The last one is to spread awareness, because it really helps reduce the stigma behind mental health, as many fear that fear of reaching out because they fear others will make fun of them, or they have heard the wrong things about mental health and so much more. So by spreading awareness that, such as like when Michael Phelps or Simone Biles, they all talked about their issues, others realized that it's okay to feel the way they do. No one's going to look bad. No one's going to look down or think you as a bad person.